Whew. Alright. Let's see here. Check our volume real quick. Come in here. And in theory, we are alive. Yep, you'll get a little feedback there. Alright, welcome to the stream, everybody. Let's say a quick hello. Oh, hey, you said hello too. Prefect Ezo. So, we're doing a very surprise, very late night stream on February 13th. The goal of this stream is actually a little bit of video prep. So, what I've done here is I've bought a ship. Oops, let's back out of here. I have bought a ship here. And what I'm doing is tomorrow I'm trying to make a video of some Valentine's Day themed ships. And to that end, I'm going back through some of my finds over the last few weeks. And let's see, where do I want to take this guy? Let's take it to the space station, to a space station. Actually, it doesn't matter which space station. Let's go to one of my bases first. Let's go to Delta Tower. Hey, it looks like we have somebody on. I didn't advertise this stream. It's a surprise stream. And it's quite late. I'm doing some prep for a video I'm making tomorrow, so you get a sneak peek if you were here live, because I'm going to delete this video once it's up. So it's more of a surprise come Valentine's Day, which is just a couple days away, or tomorrow. So if you were on right now, what I'm doing is looking at some of my more recent finds and seeing any ships that I feel strike me as more of like a Valentine's Day ship. And I'm going to put those into a showcase, so you get to see kind of the behind the scenes of me prepping to make that happen. So I've already bought one of these ships. It's around here somewhere. Am I at the right base? I am at the right base. And where is my ship? Is she up there? She is. Alright, this is called Delta Tower. It's kind of an unfinished base, so you only get specific angles when I make a video here, but it's got good lighting, and that's why I chose this. So this is the first ship we're going to be looking at here, the Ryungam Y18. So the idea is to take a look at it and see, hey, the colors that the picture I had like when I originally hunted it, do they look good? Are we looking at mainly red and whites? You know, are we looking at something flowery colored? Something like that. I think this one holds true. Very red, very white. I think it is in the Valentine's Day motif, shall we say. And I think it's kind of a cool looking ship. Everybody loves a good droid wing, barrel nose, shockwave thrusters. I won't rehash the whole ship, but when I looked at the picture on my phone, these guys looked a little more orange, and I think that was the system lighting. So this is where I'll actually be showcasing the ship when I do these videos. And I've only done one, I guess it's going to be a squadron showcase. I kind of circle around here and talk a little bit about it in general, and then I move on to the next pad and talk about the next one. But this one, I think, is a keeper. I'm going to go ahead and take her to the space station. Let me see if I have access to the space station. I should have a portal here somewhere. It has been a while since I've been to this base, so I don't remember. I put it over here. Why the hell did I put it over here? And if you are watching, please feel free to say hi in the chat. Drop a like. It always helps. If anybody is a late night person like myself, you will enjoy hanging out doing some No Man's Sky. I don't have access to the space station today, so we're gonna fly there the old-fashioned way. And that's totally fine. This isn't let's get as many ships as we can stream. This is a look at a few specific ships stream. And like I said, if you're watching, if you could drop a like, that would be very much appreciated. And say hello in the chat. I see we have somebody lurking. Which is surprising for this time of night, honestly. What are you doing awake? Or is it really early for you? I don't know. It's really late for me. How far away is the space station from here? This could be kind of a pain in the butt. Oh, it's only 30 seconds. That's not so bad. So we'll take it there. We'll upgrade it to an S-class ship. And then we're going to take the portal to our next ship. Take a portal to our next ship. Is what we'll be doing. Perhaps I will keep this stream up. Could be interesting to see how it does. It's different than my usual ship hunting stream. And another kind of fun thing about it is it's not going to spoil the video for you if you don't watch it. So, you know. And the video will also have some commentary about each ship, my thoughts on it, how it fits into the Valentine's Day motif. You know, just a little color commentary. I actually just came back from a Super Bowl party here in America that is about as religious a holiday as you can have in America. You see, in this lighting, it almost looks a little more orange, and that was what I was concerned about, but it is not. I'm very happy with this one. Oh, is this a system where I found a cool multi-tool? It is a system where I found a cool multi-tool. Take a look. Return of the Ancients. Doesn't have any crystals in the back, but it's a cool multi-tool. I don't think I'm going to give you the... Well, you'll probably get the coordinates eventually, but this is where one of my bases is. Yeah, screw it. I'll give you the coordinates. The coordinates for this system are... I can always make a new base if it gets doxed. Hopefully not, but you never know. There are the coordinates. 3 Triforces. That's fun. Alright, snapshot that if you want it. Okay, upgrade starship. I don't know what class I bought it as. Looks like I bought it at a B class. So let's get her to... Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, let's get her to an A class and then an S. And I knew that just by how many nanites it took to get it up. I know 16.5 is S. And let's upgrade this guy. I actually have pictures of this already, so I probably don't need to do this, but for completeness, doesn't hurt anybody. So yeah, this one's definitely a keeper. So the question is whether I'm doing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I think I'll keep it to 5 at most. That makes for kind of a neat timing for a video, but for No Man's Sky, squadrons are 4 ships big. So that's also kind of a... That might be a good number. Because, you know, I call it... I came up with this concept before squadrons were a thing. And at the time, it was 5 ships. Let's see, how do I want to do this? The next thing I want to do is actually travel to my portal planet. I had some Raza fighters in the works. And they're in my freighter, so I'm going to lose a few of those, which is a bummer. But that's okay. I have the glyphs. I can find them again. And since then, I've actually found a number of much cooler Razas, I think. So, we'll see. Portal Purple. That's where we're going. And we'll choose the next ship we're going to get rid of. I am still having that problem where I cannot land on planets, and it is so incredibly frustrating. I might need to, maybe it's like a hard boot of my Xbox, or I don't know when I last restarted the game. Maybe that's what I need to do. But things are just not loading in. It is really challenging, especially if I want to do multi-tool hunting. Alright. Here we are. Let's go ahead and power this guy. Skip that. Hello. I was hoping you'd already be powered. Yeah? Are you? I think you are. Yes, you are. Okay, what's the next system I am going to? I have it on my phone here. Oh, it's the title screen for this. Actually, let's check out one that we're not entirely sure of. Well, no, let's get the ones we definitely want. Definitely want this one and that one. So let's get this guy. This is probably my favorite. The next one is probably my favorite one. It's not a traditional Valentine's Day color. So we're going to go to bird, sunrise, whale, then sunrise, sunrise, sunrise. That's 3, yes. Spider sunrise. Lots of sunrises in this one. Spider sunrise. Moon. Sunrise. Galaxy. And ship. Alright. And this is probably, honestly, one of my just favorite finds. One thing about ship hunting and whether you pick up a ship, it's like something just has to speak to you. And maybe it's like, for me, on my main save, or my current main save, which is not this one. Excuse me. You know, I never really liked jets. And then I saw this jet and I was just like, man, I like this ship and I don't know why it's calling to me. But I got it and I upgraded it and it's the ship that I fly on my main save now. My current main save. Which I've foolishly named Legacy. It's not really a Legacy save. Okay. It says first contact. I don't think that's right. I should have discovered this. Yeah, 6 days ago. It was first contact for the planet. So, I'm going to go ahead and replace this ship right now with a ship I'm going to let go. Oh, so sad to let go of my little Razas. But, you're the first to go, bud. It's been a good ride. But I need to rethink the Raza video because I have some cooler Razas, and also I don't have you guys up to S-class ships. Oh, this one's S. We've got a couple of adjacent slots. It's an interesting combination. Right there, at least. But for now, what I need is an economy scanner. Because we need a trading post, my dudes. There she blows. Is that off planet? Is this an airless planet? Where do I go to? Oh, there's no atmosphere here. How am I in an atmosphere? Man, look at the triple thruster with the tie wings in the atmosphere. That looks so cool. I'm a huge fan. If you are lurking, it looks like we have one or two. Feel free to say hi. I don't bite. But if you'd like to just lurk along, that's also totally fine. I do not mind. Hold on, let me close a few of these windows that I have open on my computer, since it is ancient and truly, truly struggles. She tries, though. I gotta give her credit for trying. Alright. What are the chances I'll actually be able to land? Spoiler alert, it's like 0. Yep, see this? I fly right into the surface. I am full on brakes right now. And I'm like trucking. Maybe if it'll let me land on the Okay, well I hit that, which is good. That means it's solid. Come on. Flying too fast. I'm on the brakes the entire friggin' time. Okay. Initiating landing sequence on top of the trading post. That's fine. We can always move it. Yeah, see, I can do that. Maybe my No Man's Sky just needs a reboot or a reinstall or something. Alright, where are you, beautiful? Not you. So, boys and girls, this... Oh my god, it just showed up. That's 2 for 2. First waves. It's going to be impossible for you guys to see the... oh, it's A-class too. To see the colors in this atmosphere. Or the storm, but... Negotiate price. And exchange. Now, I will say that this atmosphere is not doing this justice. Let's take it up into space and I'll show you what this looks like in space. See those colors? It's like a purple sort of pink. It feels very like Valentine's Day with some yellow, some purple, some pink inside there. They're all very muted. But I don't know. It's almost like a subtle and classy bouquet of flowers. Alright, let's go find the space station. Where are you, my pretty? I don't know why I just turned into the Wicked Witch of the West. That's my bad. It's late. This is gonna be a weird stream, guys. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's late. I'm trying to prep so I can actually make this video tomorrow. I gotta work tomorrow too, so it's gonna be a busy day. It's gonna be a busy day, and if Zoo is streaming, I'd like to pop in and say hi, which would be nice. Zoo's a good dude. I was able to pop in on Flowery's stream today, which was a lot of fun. Really welcoming, guys. Just a solid group of people. And, you know, I'm relatively new. Anybody who's a member can pop in, which is fantastic. You know, it's a great thing that they've set up there. Makes everything a little bit more approachable. But I'm very new to streaming, and I kind of, you know, have been watching these guys, so sitting there actually talking to them was fun. A little intimidating at first, but, you know, they're just normal folks like me and you, who enjoy this game, like me and you. Let's upgrade the ship all the way, and then we will take her to Delta Tower and take a look real quick. Apply the augmentation. Nope. First, we have to upgrade it. Looks like we have somebody watching still. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Feel free to say hi in the chat. We are doing some prep for a video I'm doing tomorrow on Valentine's Day ships. I'll be making the video tomorrow, and you don't want to watch that. That's fun for me, maybe, but mostly boring for you process. This is kind of the behind the scenes of how do I get there? What do I have to do to make that video? That's what this is. And if you are lurking, please do drop a like if you enjoy the content. I have fun doing this. I hope you guys have fun watching it. That's the main goal. Alright, that's the ship. Let's go to the mini Stargate. And we'll go to Delta Tower. Where are you, Delta Tower? There you are. Engage. Something, something. Picard from Star Trek. Alright, what do we got going on? Let me just check my audio again real quick. Delta Tower. Where are you, Delta Tower? You're gonna hear some echo. Engage. Yep, that's a little bit of echo. I'm trying to see what the game volume sounds like in the back. Just have my phone here on the right next to my streaming setup. Oh god. Oh man, I thought it was in the air. I need to put this up there. We're gonna do that right friggin' now. Hold on. That was an accident. We're gonna put this up top because it makes no sense for it to be down there. Oh man. See, I had originally had this with all these, this was before they had, it's like, this kind of dates it. This is before we could auto power our bases. So it dates this base a little bit. And auto power is enabled, right? So I don't even need to do it. The ship should be up here somewhere. There she is. And let's put our teleporter here. Parfait. Which is French for not perfect. Definitely doesn't mean perfect. Alright, let's bring the sun in. Let's bring it in on that side. All right, there she is. I forget what her name is. But I think in this light, the purple and the kind of pink show up a little more. I like the triple delta there. Homage to the channel. Deltas on the side wings. I do. This is a jet. We were speaking about jets. They have very much grown on me, becoming one of my favorite noses. I know, not for everybody. Totally fair, no problem. But for me, I enjoy it. And I think this is my favorite ship in the series that I'm doing. Guns up top. The bow tie wings and the white here. Oh, God, it's just, this ship is perfect. It really, really comes together in kind of a very pretty way. It's, I was going to call this like Cupid's dart, because it's not really an arrow, but it could be Cupid's arrow. Cupid's arrowhead for sure. Ooh, it looks like something else there. Definitely Valentine's Day themed, I guess. And we come around. Yeah, it's a nice one. It's a really nice one. Very happy to find this one. Very, very happy to find this one. I think we did a save. Let's go get our next ship. Alright, which one do I want to get next? I want to get the ones that I'm definitely going to showcase. That's important. And then I can take a look at a few that are kind of maybes. Back to Pebble Portal. Alright, what's the next one? It's a definitely. Take a look here on my phone. Ooh. Yeah, I like that one. I like that one. The anticipation builds. And I'm still kind of refining my making video processes, and I'm still getting back into No Man's Sky after such a long hiatus. Just getting the things back together, building, and where the buttons are and everything. It just takes a minute to remember everything. And all I've really done since I've come back is ship hunt. Haven't done a lot of building, haven't done a lot of showcasing or any of that stuff. So that does take time to get back into the swing of, and that's okay. We got nothing but time in this game, right? It was interesting on Flowery's stream. We were talking about what No Man's Sky or Hello Games really has to do with this next update, and I agreed with Zoo in that I think they really need to nail this one at the park. Let's see. Let's get this right. Bird, face, bird, face, bird face, bird face. Sun, bird, because we need a lot of birds. Spider, sun. Oh God, I lost my place. Moon, sun. This is a confusing one. This is not a good one to do tired. Galaxy, and face. I don't know why this reminded me of Bodie McBoatface, but it really did. And I'm looking for that guy. You can't see it, but I can. In a moment you will. There's only one way to go into these stargates, and you just saw it. I missed a little bit, but if I'd hit the dead center, that was the move. And if you are watching this, maybe after the fact, I'm thinking about whether I want to delete this or not. It would be kind of interesting to get the data to see if somebody actually watches this after the fact. Feels like, once I put the video up, somebody might be interested in seeing the after the fact, but it's an hour, 2 hours. Very few people have the time to really watch a stream like that. Even when I go back and watch some of my favorite streamers and doing their streams that are like this. Well, I haven't seen a lot of behind the scenes streams, which I think is kind of interesting. Let's see, discovered yesterday. So I found this ship yesterday. Must have been live streaming then. Let's pull up the next ship I'm getting rid of. This is the hardest part. My beautiful Razas. Oh, how I love you. But I must give you away. It is the only way. Okay, my friend. Off you go. C-Class. Look how cute this thing is. Red with the halo, single thruster. It's adorable. It's like a pocket ship. This is almost a Valentine's Day ship. It's red, but I don't think the color's right there with the Single thruster. Though this isn't a bad ship. Hold on, let me take a look at this in my photos real quick. This... I have a better picture of it. I just need to see if the colors are right. No, it's like a sagey type color. It's kind of okay. I'm gonna save this for a Raza video. Okay, but we do need to put an economy scanner. Let's do that. Microprocessor wiring loom. And I'm trying to do this before I go to sleep tonight, just so that I don't have to do this part tomorrow, because this does take a lot of time, and I will be in and out of meetings during the day for work, and I don't want to take too much time out of work, because that would be unethical. I'm trying to play by the rules. Might take a little bit of time out to do some stuff. It is hopefully a light day tomorrow. And I'm taking a lot of time off this week. My daughter's turning 1, so we're taking some time off for her birthday. Got my in-laws, parents coming over, have a party next weekend. Oof, there's a lot of work to do this week for what's going to be a not very relaxing weekend with all the things we're going to have to do next weekend, but that's alright. It's always good to see family. Well, I don't know your situation. I have, maybe it's not always good to see family, but, you know, I'm blessed to have a nice family. In-laws and parents alike. So, I do enjoy seeing them. Why did I come here? I need a friggin' trading post. Guys, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I even installed a friggin' economy scanner. So dumb. Alright. Oh, I gotta go all the way back there. And it's on a moon. Interesting. A scorched moon. Even more interesting. I'd say the plot thickens, but really it gets hotter. And, like, 90% chance I won't be able to land on this planet either. And I think... I do want to say this is like a waypoints thing. I feel like something went wrong. Like, yes, the planet's just not like loading for me or something. Though this is... You see ships are going underneath as well. And that can happen, for sure. You know, that's not unheard of. Come on, let me land, let me land, let me land. Please. I'll pay you. Anywhere near the trading post. I know that ship's gonna come in. Look at that fan hauler. Ooh. Initiating landing. Okay, I feel like this is the only place I can land. It's twice in a row. Okay, let's put you down there somewhere. Alright, do we get lucky? 3 times in a row? Is that ship gonna come in? Nope, none of those are it. You would think that one's it, but it's actually not. I almost chose this one. Actually, this is on my list to evaluate. I don't think this makes the cut. Does she? Does this one make the cut? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a save beacon up here. But first I'm gonna get this ship. Actually, before it flies away. And I lose the opportunity and have to wait for 30 reloads. And make an offer on this lifeform ship. So this was a potential ship that I was going to use. Negotiate price. And exchange. Now let's put you on the ground, my friend. This one. You go there. Let's set up a little save beacon. Do a save. And fly you into space and see what you look like. I think the green on the back kind of put me off to this one. Yeah, so it's got that, like, mauve-y sort of. That's not mauve. It's got the red, which is nice. I think the green is a little much. I don't mind green, and one of the ship I'm looking for here actually is going to have some green in it. I don't know. This just doesn't strike me. You know, for a Valentine's Day ship and for a theme, what you really want is you just look at it and immediately you're like, all right, yes, this is on theme. This one, I think I'd have to like push to be on theme. And my my litmus test a little bit, which is kind of funny, was just now as my wife was getting ready for bed. I kind of went back through my pictures and I was picking them as she was getting ready. And when she came into bed, I showed her the pictures. And she's not a No Man's Sky player, so I was kind of explained the concept of what I was doing. And I just kind of flipped through and was like, hey, so these are the ships I was thinking. And you know, it was interesting seeing her reaction to, oh yeah, I can see this Valentine's Day. Oh, that one, you know, what is that? So it was kind of like a very, very outside view of, is what I'm doing making sense, or do these ships make sense? I'm not sure I showed her that one, but even I kind of have to convince myself that that's a good one to do. So I don't know. If I really can't find anything, or if I can, like I'm confident about like 3 of them, maybe 4 of them. Do I have a picture of that hauler? Look at that. Did I get this ship last time I was here? These are pretty cool ships. I must have. It was yesterday. I must have. I am 90% sure I took a picture of this hauler as well, but I'm going to go ahead and take it while I'm here. Where are the glyphs? Hello, glyphs. I need you. Torpedo longtail with the aftershock extensions. Or aftershock wings. Really like that. Alright, where's the ship I want? No such luck. I really hope I was looking at the right picture. I must have been. I feel like I was. This is the one that had a lot of faces in it, right? Yeah, this is birdface, yeah. Okay, let's reload our autosave. Or not our autosave, our restore point. There we go. And if you are watching, please feel free to say hi. And if I do keep this up, if you are watching this after the fact, I don't care how long after the fact, whether it's, you know, the February 14th of 2023 that I'm making this for, or if it's like months, years down the line, days, weeks, whatever. Leave a comment and be like, yeah, I watched this and this is why. I'd be curious to hear why. Did you just see me on the channel? Did you hear about it through another live stream? Did you watch the video and come back and be like, hey, I kind of wanna see what he was doing? How much of an investment is one of these videos? Because the video, my bet, will be under 10 minutes. If I had to guess, maybe like somewhere between 6 and 8 minutes. Oh, look at that. That could almost be Valentine's Day themed, right? The guppy nose? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She didn't show. I'm gonna keep you on your toes as to what it is. This is probably my second favorite. I have a lot of classic like red and whites, but this one is not a classic red and white. Alright. For some reason, I just turned into Matthew McConaughey. I don't know why. It's 12:38. I'm certainly not DeltaOne right now. Ooh, I'm Delta tired right now. Alright, come on. I've only got 2 of my ships. I need to get at least 2 more. I gotta get my definites. Been streaming for about 34 minutes. Definitely want to stream for at least an hour. Where are you? Come on, man. Oh, there you are. This is it. This was also a interesting lighting ship, so I'm not sure whether it's going to work or not. but I really want this one to work. Ooh, that middle color might not be right. Oh, is it brown or is it purple? Okay. This one we're going to have to take back to, we're going to have to take this one back to Delta Tower to see. And we're actually going to fly you. Let's go to the space station. Oh, I have a base here. I guess I must have forgotten to destroy my base on this one. Oh, let's try to. Hey, it looks like we got some more people watching. Welcome, welcome. Tonight we are not doing traditional ship hunting. Tonight, what I'm doing is going back to some of my recent finds and trying to find some ones that are kind of Valentine's Day themed. It's for a Valentine's Day ship showcase that I'm going to try to put out in the next couple days, certainly by Valentine's Day on Tuesday, which is technically tomorrow where I am right now. And we're doing a behind the scenes of what do I have to do to prep to do that, and what ships do I need to find. You know, it is like pink though, so even if that front color's not quite right, I think this could work. I think that does work. Oh man, I really hope it works. You tell me. Was watching Flowery's stream today and participating, which was fun, as I said. But one of the things that came up was he found a living ship, and it was, you know, was it Valentine's Day themed? It has some purple, some pink to it, but it had a bit of green on the nose. And you know, I made the argument originally that hey, flowers have stems, that's green. But honestly, I didn't. I think it wasn't really a Valentine's Day ship. It just didn't. You don't look at it and be like, "Yep, that's it." And that's kind of the metric. And poor Saziel was watching as well. Also an excellent streamer and fun person to hang out with on stream. Stream today. Only got to catch a little bit of it myself, but definitely subscribe to her channel if you're not. Anyway, she was of the opinion that it wasn't Valentine's Day themed, so I eventually came around and told her I agreed. But I think the chat was pretty split. It was pretty split as to whether it was or not. If you want to see what I'm talking about, this will be Flowery stream on the 12th of February, and you can go back and look at it. I don't know if he keeps his streams up. I'm a member, so he probably would for me and for any other members. If you're not a member, become a member. Maybe one day this channel will get big enough that we can have members too. That'd be fun. Then I could come up with some more interesting content for you guys. I wonder what we would call this. Maybe Delta's Hunter's Lodge or something. Because I'm not just a ship hunter. I like hunting all sorts of things. So, you know, like multi-tools comes to mind for sure. Look at this in the darkness though. Hot damn. Oh yeah. I mean, this is a little brown. It's got kind of that dullish pink to it, but look how pink it is. This definitely is going to be a Valentine's themed ship. And it's got the green on it. So I think the way I spin this one is, to me, this is a bouquet of flowers. That's what this ship is. The single thruster is your stem. And then you got a pink and like purple roses sitting at the front. That's what this feels like to me. I think it looks pretty cool. So the other interesting thing I got to think about is the first ship that I show in the video is not going to be this one or the one we just saw. It's also not going to be the droid at the very beginning. It's got to be one that's like red and white. And I think mostly red and then partially white. It has to be that simply because, you know, the first thing somebody sees when they watch the video has to be very, very, very on the nose Valentine's Day. This one might take a little bit of explanation. You see the hot pink, okay. The other jet that we just saw, you know, the colors more muted. It definitely made me immediately think of Valentine's Day, and my wife actually agreed. She was like, "Oh, that's a pretty one." She really liked that. It felt very, I don't know, lovely, I guess. But Valentine's Day, we always think of red, and the only red I've shown you so far, at least in this stream, is on that droid ship with the barrel nose, and that was the secondary or maybe even tertiary color. No, I think it was a secondary on that ship. So the first ship has to have mostly red. So let's go find that ship right now. Let me take a look in my catalog here of ships. I think there's two more I'm gonna look at. Maybe three more. So the one that I really wanted to do, I think has an orange tip. And I think the thruster might be orange too. So let's go check that one out. I have a feeling we're going to be disappointed, but we're going to try. Let's go to Purple Portal. This one I'm going to need to upgrade to S-Class, though. Let's do that first. First, we're going to upgrade this guy to S-Class, so because it's a definite, so I want to have it fully prepped for tomorrow. Start by going to the space station. There you are, Spa Station, about 30 seconds away, right? If I'm remembering correctly. 33. Not bad. And like I said, if you're watching, feel free to say hi, drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're not. I think I really like this concept of doing behind-the-scenes streams. And this is a behind-the-scenes stream. We got some more people watching, so what we're doing is I'm making a video about Valentine's Day ships. I'm going to try to do like a squadron or fleet size sort of video, and I'm doing the behind the scenes right now for making the video tomorrow, which is I need to go and get these ships. And I have a picture of them in whatever system they're in. And for ship hunting and posting it online, that's good enough. But if I'm going to put them in a video where the colors are going to be highlighted really well, I need to make sure that they're really on point and spot on. And so this is that prep beforehand. And so you're getting to see it. And so we found this guy, and I think I like it. Well, I definitely like it. One of the questions we had on this one was, is that nose the right color? And it's kind of like a muted purplish color, so I think it works. Almost charcoal, but just the hot pink offsets it so well that it feels Valentine's Day. So anyway, if you are so inclined, say hello in the chat. Upgrade this. Oh, it's already an S-Class? What? I didn't realize this was an S-Class. Wow, I just picked up an S-Class ship. What is happening? That's pretty good luck. That's 2 tonight. Okay, that's 4 slots. Let's get it all the way to at least here. Perfect. And we'll go ahead and save. I got a restore point there. And now we go back to Purple Portal. Alright, your base is Purple Portal. Purple, that's what it's called. It's a very clever name for a planet that is purple and has a portal on it. I thought it would be, actually I'll show you real quick, I thought it would be a cool place to make a portal base. I love bases that are like not conventionally on the ground, and I don't mean orbital bases. I love bases that kind of like hang off the side of something. And so this base, the portal is kind of on a cliff edge, and it's on a pretty planet, so I thought it might be a fun place to also potentially make a ship showcasing location. I'll show you right here. Look at this. Isn't that cool? It's a really awesome planet. I'm a big fan. And it's got mild rain from time to time, but that's okay. Alright, the hard part. What ship are we letting go of? We're keeping you. Oh man, I really care about a lot of these other ships. This one I could probably get rid of. I have the glyphs for this if I'm remembering correctly. Or I posted it somewhere. Did I post this one? I feel like I did. Let's see. Let's get rid of this one for now. Goodbye, my little Raza. C-class. Oh, excuse me. As I said, I'm on the eastern coast of the United States, so it is late. Certainly late. Activate portal. Alright, let's check out this one that is mostly red. Well, where's the other one? Is the other one red and white for sure? The other one's definitely red and white, I think, but whatever. Let's go. Let's check this one out. It's important. I think it's the cleanest looking ship overall. Though I don't know whether it's 100% red and white. I don't think it is. I think it's got a little orange on it, and I don't know if that's going to fly or not. Sunrise, bird, spider, sunrise. I think it's moon next. Moon, sunrise, galaxy, galaxy. Alright. Maybe we get lucky. She definitely has a bit of orange on her. Not the best entrance. Definitely a little bit of orange. We'll see how it does. Man, it's been 47 minutes already, and this will be the fourth ship. This takes time, my dudes. So one thing to remember, like I said, this video is going to be 6 to 8 minutes long, and all your content creators that you see that make No Man's Sky videos or other YouTube videos, I'd say this has certainly been a process for me. I definitely cut them a little slack now, simply because, oh, this is discovered by somebody else. What? Somebody else has been here since. Oh, wow. Oh, you know what? I have posted ships from this online already, so I'll bet somebody saw it and has come here. When did he discover it? Does it say? Yep, 5 days ago. And I did this 1 week ago. Somebody came and got a ship from here. That's awesome. Happy to see that. Brings a little warmth to my soul. So it looks like we got some folks watching. We're doing a little bit of prep for a video that I'll be putting out that is Valentine's Day themed. Which means we're finding some ships that I've recently found that kind of hit that Valentine's Day theme. And we're seeing if they look good, kind of in person, so I can make a video out of them. That'll come out by Tuesday at the latest, which is February 14th, Valentine's Day. Which, let's be honest, is mostly a commercial holiday, but it is fun. The longer me and my wife are together, the less extravagant the day becomes. But we have our traditions. If you have any fun Valentine's Day traditions, I'd love to hear about them. Let me know in the chat or in the comments, or if you absolutely hate Valentine's Day, just, it's the worst. Fine by me too, let me know. I can agree with that as well. My poor daughter was born a year ago, so close to Valentine's Day. She's screwed forever, unfortunately, with that. Why did I come to the space station? I don't need to be at the space station. But let's see. You know what? We're here. Let's see if the ship just pops in. She might. She might. And that would be very fortunate if it's a first wave. And if you are here, feel free to say hi, or at least drop a like, so I know if you like it. And if you don't, let me know why. There it is, guys, the perfect Valentine's Day ship. I'm just kidding. That would be ridiculous. It's like a springtime ship, and it's got a dorsal fin. Ugh. I don't think it really works. It sort of works. The Quasar with a single thruster in the dorsal. I feel like it might be trying too hard. Ah, yes, I remember these ships. Found them a few days ago. Hello, hello. Alright, doesn't look like it's coming in. So we're gonna go find a trading post. It'll be easier to reload at a trading post and just get the ship quicker. Let's find a trading post. Where are you? We're in line now, but we're in the wrong. Come on. This way, this way, this way, this way. And there you are. On a radioactive planet to boot. Love does feel very radioactive. A Valentine's Day planet would be fun, like pink grass, or even red grass. I think it's maybe the only situation where a red sky or red water would work. I rather hate red skies than red water, especially. I don't mind red grass if the other things are better or more aesthetically aligned, shall we say, with my preferences. If you like red skies and red water, more power to you. Enjoy away. See all this glitchiness? Real pain. Too high to initiate landing. Landing area not clear. We're going to have to land on top of the trading post like we have been. Or on the corner of the trading post, which is also fine, so long as we're able to land. That's the real goal at this point. I'd like to put you on the ground, my friend. Come on. I can't run when I'm in this mode, or I can't jump when I'm in this mode. Cannot land here, cannot land here, cannot land where? Why not? Okay, I'll fall, that's fine. Whoa! Oh boy. This might be the death of me. Alright, let's see what it does. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this is super bugged out. I've been having this problem all day today. It's been a real kick in the pants. It's not that one, though. That is a good candidate. But, you know, I thought about this one. I did mark this as well, but it's got green tips, so it felt more Christmas than Valentine's Day. Even then, not an amazing Christmas ship. But, man, have I found in the last couple weeks a ton of Christmas ships. Alright, let's reload that. Did we ever get you? Alright, dorsal fin, it feels so unbalanced on that ship. Let's go ahead and do a reload. Reload or restore point. There we go. Come on. Come on, come on. I'm hoping these reload times are a little faster when I have the gaming PC built. I'm really struggling to pick a graphics card. I don't want to spend like a stupid amount of money, but you know, I was thinking about like a 3060 Ti, but that's kind of older at this point, so I don't know. Buried technology modules here, all over the place. No front of you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is a Viper nose that's coming in that I want, but it's none of these. So we do a reload. And so if this was like your normal ship hunting stream, I probably wouldn't be doing this many reloads at a trading post, just because that's not as interesting. But since I am prepping for a video, I have to, and hopefully you find that it is, you know, marginally interesting. A lot of speculation on when the update's coming. We're sitting at that time of year where you'd expect one to be coming soon. The idea that I threw out during Flowery stream today is one that I've had for a while. I think there are a lot of things they need to do before this. Let me start with that. There are a lot of things they need to do before this. I think getting the bugs fixed would be good. I think Waypoints was actually a good update. They were working on trying to add depth, so they're not a mile wide, inch deep, and I do appreciate that, and I think that's a really good idea. I think the execution, unfortunately, kind of missed the mark, which is too bad because it was a good idea, and it remains a good idea. So I think bug fixes is like the next major thing they really gotta hurdle. But after that, there are a lot of ideas out there. Water, I think a big ship refresh is due in general, and I'm a little biased as a ship hunter primarily and a multi-tool hunter. But multi-tools actually could use a refresh. When was the last time they were really refreshed outside of the Royal multi-tools being introduced? But that's not really worth hunting, honestly. They're all kind of the same. Once you have them, you have them. But fighters, for example, could really use a refresh. The solar ships coming in was nice. A fantastic addition. The changes to the cargo slot, the storage or inventory, I know was controversial, but I actually like it. You get more slots. I enjoy being able to hunt for supercharged slots. It is more annoying in general in terms of like having to spend more time doing the hunting. Wow, this is a really brutal storm. Thank you. But having something different to do is always good too. That's not it. It's not the Viper I want. We'll reload. So, but adding water, waterfalls, rivers, things like that would be good. The water in No Man's Sky is, man, it's way behind, way, way, way behind. So I think an underwater refresh would be interesting. Changing the flight mechanics, I think, would be interesting too. So giving the ability to use a HOTAS, I think, would draw a lot of players in that do space sims, and struggle with the more arcadiness and art style of No Man's Sky. I know Zoo is talking about another Origins-esque update, maybe not to that level, which, Origins, that was a big, big update. That's like one of those once-a-year updates. So I think it's fine if they want to do another, like, add a bunch of stuff to the procedural generation. I think tempering expectations there is important. But the idea that I thought would be really, really cool, and I know it can't happen immediately, other things that need to happen first, but being able to, that's 5 ships, nope, it's 4 ships, there's 5. Once you own a system or something, like joining a guild of some form. So, for example, maybe it's based in the lore of the system, maybe it's, Sentinels, Gek, Korvax, Vy'keen, or maybe it's sub-factions in there. And the idea is, it's kind of like the concepts that you would have in Elite Dangerous with their background simulation, is certain factions control systems. And by doing missions, for example, at the space station, you can start gaining reputation in that system to the point where your faction takes over. Or maybe your community or player guild or clan or whatever builds enough bases there, and then you have the controlling power so long as you're aligned with that faction. And then over time, you can grow a literal hub that is recognized in space. And so you could create, that you get so much emergent gameplay that way, such that you can create wars and turf wars, and it brings a whole new dimension to combat. For example, maybe you're fighting for a space between two factions, and combat's the only way to really resolve it. Maybe one of the missions at the space station or Nexus or something becomes, destroy ships of the other faction, whether they're NPC ships or player ships. Maybe you get a high reward for player ships, and now you've introduced something that really motivates PvP. So this stream is super late, so I do want to talk about this on a stream at some point. But, We'll see, because one thing that No Man's Sky has that the other space sims really, really lack is the building. The infrastructure to do that is, the potential is enormous in this game. Absolutely enormous. And they've done a good job with it. Building, I gotta say, they've done a fantastic job with the updates there. They really recognize there's a big community behind it, and a lot of artistry behind it. Saw a base today on Flower Stream. There it is. That was Minas Tirith from Lord of the Rings. I mean, oh, this looks pretty good actually. I think this looks better in person. How do you beat that? It was immediately recognizable. It was an awesome reference. I mean, we're all nerds to some extent, I'd say, and that's a term of endearment now. So the Venn diagram of people who play No Man's Sky and have seen Lord of the Rings is a circle. The Master of the Horizon. Oh yeah, you know what? This is a must-have. Oh yeah, a little bit of green on it. Ooh. It looks better from this side. That green decal is really big, though. That's okay. We'll look at it from the other side when we showcase it originally. And into space we go. Let's get to our space station to upgrade this, and then we'll take her to Delta Tower. So anyway, I think that adding that mechanic, I recognize that that's probably a really, really big change to the code base, and could mess with their hard coding. But I think it's a good way to bring in the station override as well. I think it does hinge on the fact it might be a way to delay using the station override for players to build on stations. Actually, maybe the station override becomes a thing where you can use it. You interact with the thingamaderby on the back there, and it effectively allows you to take over that station if there's no other competing faction. Like, how cool would that be? Like, you can create wars, or trade benefits or something. We could create our own effectively in-player economy. But creating a background simulation like that changes the economy and changes system control, I mean, depending on how they've coded this, and I think it is a very flexible code, honestly, compared to other games I've seen. Still, it's gotta be a huge challenge. What I'm talking about is like a big change. It's one of your major updates, I think, would be to be realistic, I think that's what it is. And, it's one of those, it would be years out at this point. They've got so many things, I'm sure, lined up. And I really hope they continue with No Man's Sky. There's so much potential in this game that has yet to be tapped. And I know they've tapped a lot of it. So, it might be, they're nervous, they want to move on, do something different. And I get the urge to do something different, but I can't imagine they're losing money on this game. It's got to be a huge money maker for them. Yeah, this is a good ship. This is a solid ship. Looks better from this side. See, the picture I had didn't have that giant green decal. That is something to note. I wonder if the person who came here bought that ship. This ship. I don't know. Maybe. Alright, we're going to Delta Tower. Take a look at it in the light. I think it's good. And then we'll pick up maybe one more ship. There's one ship here that I want. Yeah, I think there's one more ship that I want. Oh god, maybe two. I wish I had enough people on here to vote for between a few of these ships. Which one do I showcase? Everybody loves a droid. And there's another barrel nose. So I would be between a couple of barrel noses. Between the droid barrel nose and this barrel nose. But this one's a Viper. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, that's red and white. So that's what I mean. Like this one, you see it, and it's like, at least from this angle, Valentine's Day. Red and white. Hashtag, I love you. Hashtag, Hallmark. And then you come around and say, well, you know what, we'll keep the side in the shadow when I circle around. And that way you won't see the green as much. A little tip, because if I were to start on this side and go like that, you'd be like, oh, yeah, little Valentine's Day, but look at that giant-ass green splotch. You sure it's not Christmas? And that's kind of a crappy decal in general. But I think it's a cool ship. I do like the ship in general, so whatever. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. Definitely a keeper. Alright, let's get one more ship, maybe two more if we get this next one fast. Because I really do need to get to bed. Guys, I've got right now, I think 65 subscribers, which is, small numbers for sure. And the amount of work it takes to even get this much is very humbling. But I really do, if you're one of the people who are watching this, I really, really do appreciate the support. And I've so enjoyed streaming and hanging with folks, doing this, and I love hanging with my friends in real life and family in real life, and that is truly a joy. But people who share this hobby of No Man's Sky, it's a different kind of family, which is very, very nice. So whether you have a busy home life or just a really high stress job, or maybe none of the above. Hey, it looks like we have a few people watching. Welcome, welcome. We are playing some No Man's Sky, and I am prepping for a stream. Not a stream, a video that I'll be doing. And we're going to get rid of this Raza. And so this is kind of like, it's not really a ship hunting stream, not in the conventional sense. I'm looking at finds that I found recently, and I am gathering them to make a video. So I've gathered a few already, and I'll be showcasing them tomorrow or the day after on a video. Alright, so what's the next ship we're going to go for? I have it on my phone here, and we're going to go to the system where it's at, and we're going to look for it. If you are watching, please do say hello in the chat, and if you feel so inclined to drop a like, I would very much appreciate that. Alright, we need a sunrise, then we need a tree. Haven't had a tree yet. Another sunrise. Bird. Spider. Sunrise. Moon. Sunrise. Galaxy. And Diplo. Here we go. Alright, what do you think? Think we'll find this at 1? If you are watching, welcome, welcome. It is great to have you here for what is for me turning from a late night stream into an early morning stream. It is 1:15 in the morning where I am on the mid-Atlantic of the east coast of the United States of America. We're getting in the Valentine's Day mood. This portal is very pink right now, very Valentine's Day, so we're finding some Valentine's Day ships. And this is kind of a behind the scenes of what prep needs to get done before I do a ship showcase or a fleet showcase of some form. So if you feel so inclined to say hello in the chat, I would love to say hi back. And if somebody's here to hang with, it might convince me to stay on longer. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, discoveries. Yes, I discovered this yesterday. So this is the ship that I found yesterday. Let's see if I have any bases in the system. I don't think I do. I really don't think I do. It'll be hard to say. Let's go ahead and make an economy scanner, and then we'll search for a trading post. And I'm playing in completely creative, so I don't have to worry about resources or anything like that while I'm prepping stuff for a video, which would just be a pain in the butt. Where are you? There you are. Trading post. Actually, it's pretty close. Coming up here. Planetary interference. That's okay. Alright, here we go. Coming in. And if you're watching, whether it's currently, which might certainly have some lurkers, which is interesting, or whether it's after the fact, please do drop a like and a subscription if you do like the channel. We do a lot of multi-tool hunting, ship hunting, and tutorials on how to find these guys. Well, that was the easiest landing I've had all day. And so if that's something that you think would interest you, if you hit the subscribe and bell notification, you can join me for live streams, get in on the channel from the ground floor, and share all these excellent finds with you and your friends. Oh, look at that. I must have, I'm like 90% sure I've cataloged that. I'm like 90% sure. There's no way I didn't. We're taking a picture anyway, just in case. Just in case, but I'm like I said, 90% sure. I'm gonna check in my phone real quick to see if I have that photo. I must. This was yesterday, so it wouldn't be that long ago that I found this guy. If I did indeed find it yesterday. Oh man, it looks like I might not have. When did I discover the system? Hold on, let's go buy this ship. This ship is a winner, so it has to be. I mean, I have to. That's just the way it is. So, wait, this is super like purple. This is a cool ship. I don't know how I would have left the system without looking at this ship. It's so cool. I mean, oh yeah, I did. I definitely did. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay. Thank God. I was about to be really disappointed in myself. I was like, I feel like I've seen this one. I mean, if I hadn't, for shame, what type of ship hunter would that make me? Okay. And at this point, we'll just wait for the second wave to come in. Ooh, baller hollow. Yep, it's a long neck. I remember the system now. It's funny the things that you remember. As you're ship hunting, a lot of these guys can kind of meld together over time. But then you find that one ship that always sticks out to you, and you just remember that forever. I don't know why it works that way. Hey, if you're just joining us, welcome, welcome. We're doing a little bit of prep for a video that I'll be making tomorrow. And that prep involves finding some recent finds and adding them to my fleet. And the theme is Valentine's Day ships. So we're putting together kind of these reddish, whitish, or floral colored ships to showcase. And you are getting a behind the scenes peek at what it takes to be able to get these ships together. So we're gathering the ships, taking them to the space station, upgrading them, and then taking them back to my showcase base. And that process, after I find the ship, takes about maybe, I don't know, 3 minutes. But getting the ship again is basically reloading at the station here and waiting for it to fly in. In the meantime, we've been chatting about speculation for what's coming up in No Man's Sky, or what you want to see. If there's something you want to see in No Man's Sky that I didn't mention earlier, and if you're just joining on, you don't know what I mentioned, so it's just whatever you think you want to see in No Man's Sky. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments below. I'm curious to hear your opinion. Like I said, I would love to see the ability to control systems and create factions and start, you know, either wars or trade routes or alliances, and just have some influence the missions. Just have some. It would provides so much meaning and ownership, and can elevate every aspect of the game, whether it's exploration. Maybe you have to fully discover a system, every planet, every all the flora, all the fauna, all the ships, to be able to fully control a system. You know, something like that, or you have to run enough missions or something. And perhaps something that Captain Steve has always talked about, another fantastic YouTuber. I suggest subscribing to him as well, and to me, of course, hopefully. But he's suggested something about the void. And so, you know, where do the Sentinels come from? Or where do all these, like, corruptions come from? Maybe the void. So maybe an opening in the galaxy, or all the galaxies, opens up from the void. Or maybe it opens up in a galaxy, like, you know, maybe like 12 galaxies in. Galaxy 12. Whatever it is. And then that gives an incentive for players to go or get to Galaxy 12. And it also says we need to create factions to start taking over systems that the void's there, that the void is opening up in. What do we think? Is this too orange? That might be too orange. Hello? Sorry. Wouldn't that be cool? It looks pretty red here. Let's see. And we'll take you to the space station. Woofty, that does look a bit orange. I was really hoping this one would work out. But right now it's not. I'm hoping it's the lighting in the system. What I'm going to do is, before I upgrade this one, I'm actually going to take it straight to my portal base. Not my portal base, my showcase base, and see if this color is orange or if it's red. If it's too orange, then we are not going to use it for our showcase. And this is why I'm doing this prep beforehand, because I don't want to tomorrow try to prep and find these ships and realize, oh, this one's orange, I can't use it. Because then I'm wasting valuable time. I see we got some folks lurking. Welcome, welcome. Doing some ship hunting. And by ship hunting, I mean really prepping for a video on Valentine's Day themed ships. For a ship showcase, or a squadron showcase, something like that. We might need to rebrand the name. Okay, let's take you to... where are you? Delta Tower. And it's kind of an unfinished base right now, but I'm using it as... it had a nice sky, so I'm able to like see the colors of each ship. We're going to see what this one looks like right now. If we can get to that base fast enough, you know? If you're lurking, go ahead and say hi in the chat. We can hang out for a little bit as you go down a YouTube rabbit hole at hopefully not 1:30 a.m. for you. Alright, where's our ship? Where are you? There you are. Okay. Big money, big money, big money, big money. Oh, what's going on? The colors feel very muted in the system right now. There we go. Actually, guys, I think that's red. See, this is why you gotta find a good lighting system. This system has really good lighting. It's that nice blue sky. And the suns are mostly like the white and yellow, which are what we're used to, and color things as we expect them to be colored. What do you think? If you're watching this in the chat, does this feel Valentine's Day? It feels kind of like medic as well, you know, white on red. But I think it's got Valentine's Day vibes. Other ships. So let's pull together the ships that we have right now. Let's come down here. The ships that we have for the showcase are... Choo choo choo. See, I'm falling through the planet, man. These bugs gotta get fixed, my dudes. This is the one we're currently rocking. Here is another one. Alright, let's call it in over here. There you are. Hello. Come down. Grab another ship. Have some carbon here. This was before the waypoints update that I made this base, so it had a few essentials in case I needed them. We have this Raza that we're gonna take a look at as well. Nope, didn't take me up. Take me up, thank you. And like I said earlier, the order is going to matter when we do it. So we want to start with a very red and white ship. That's going to be important. Are we coming in? Hello there, Monsieur Raza. Alright, let's call in now. This guy, which is the jet that we found. And we'll call that one in over here. And finally, the droid, I think, is the last one. There you are. Come on. Okay, so we tried to find a mix of different types of ships. And I'm not sure whether I succeeded or not. I have a few more that I could try, but I like that these all had different bodies and styles, so there's a little bit of something for everybody. So let's go through these one at a time. I think the first ship that I would start with, let me make sure this one, yep, it's turned all the way. The first ship that I would start with, and you know, if you're in the chat, let me know. Would you do the same thing as I'm doing right now? I would start with this one. I don't have one that's like all red. Well, I got some in my inventory or my repository that I could probably pull from, but this is the one I would probably start with. It's very canonically red and white. So this is immediately, it sets the tone for the video. You know, we are doing a Valentine's Day theme, and this is your classic Valentine's Day date. He or she is romantic, put together, and canonical. Something sexy but safe, you know. I think that's what this ship says. It's a very classic configuration with the Viper, the vector wings, the triple thruster. Maybe a single thruster would be better, but hey, it looks good, and you'll look good in it. Ugh. Maybe we'll avoid that phrase. That sounds gross. That's supposed to be a G-rated situation. And then we're going to move on to one that's opposite color. So we want white and red. So I think what I would do then is move on to this droid. Alright, so you don't like red on white? How about white? Red with white. How about white with red? This one is different. This is maybe a smarter Valentine's Day date. Maybe a little more technical. Maybe a little rough around the edges with your barrel nose. A few exposed parts. But who doesn't like a little bit of vulnerability? Oh, I like that. Who doesn't like a little bit of vulnerability? You get the box thruster with the dorsal fin. Not always great. A little bit of overlap there. But hey, everything needs a little bit of work. And Valentine's Day is about love. It's about finding the people that you can grow with. And this is a ship that you can grow with. You know, the dorsal fin gets some hate, but we got some aftershocks or shockwave extensions on here. So this is I think this is a ship that not only do you learn to love, you're initially attracted to, and then you love not just the perfections, but also the imperfections. Not to say that this has imperfections. It's a beautiful ship, and it stands on its own. Well, maybe not its own, because you have your little droid friend to keep you company. Oh man, I should I guess I am recording this. I'm definitely keeping the stream. I like what I said about that one. All right, then we would come around to one of our more eclectic ships. I think this one. All right, so this one is a little bit different. It's not your classic red on white, but it's got some very beautiful colors in it. It's got this. It's a little bit more muted. A very what's the word for it? It's coy. It's a little more reserved initially, but upon closer inspection, it's got depth. And it's complex. The colors you see here, it's a jet. Not everybody's attracted to a jet. But who doesn't love some Serenity boosters? And the bow tie wings on the Serenity boosters is very choice. And from a Valentine's Day perspective, you got your purple sitting here, kind of like a darker pink mauve type color here, then a little bit of yellow to accent it. It certainly has those beautiful, how do I want to say it, these beautiful colors that which aren't always the star of the day, right? You don't always think of purple and pink necessarily for Valentine's Day. It's always red and white. But this still feels right. And the thing about this ship is it's unique. It's very hard to find these colors in No Man's Sky, for sure. It is a real challenge to find a ship that has these two different, one of these colors for sure, but two of them at the same time is glorious. With the jet, the single thruster, it looks powerful, it looks fast, and it looks piercing. This almost seems like the tip of Cupid's arrow, is what this feels like. So watch out for this one. If it pierces your heart, it's definitely going to be a keeper. This is one of those ships that, when I first saw it, I didn't know that I was going to love it. But something, I like when I first saw it, you know what? This ship was a love at first sight for me. Not just because it's such a rare looking ship, but it's beautiful. And not just in its own way. In every way, this ship is beautiful. Fantastic, unique colors, perfect highlights, great coordinated decals, and not just the purple and the mauve. It's also got white on it that pulls everything just together, especially on those Serenity boosters and the bow ties. And then that white ring on the single thruster. This is a ship that's very easy to fall in love with. But what is Valentine's Day without this? You always want some flash on Valentine's Day. And this thing has flash in spades. And then I would say the blank, whatever the name of this ship is. It's white with red. And so it automatically lets you know that, hey, I'm looking for love. This is Valentine's Day, and I'm here to play hard. It's mostly white with hints of red, though we've already seen our red with hints of white. I like the snowspeeder hull on this with the single thruster coming into the star jumper wings. It looks powerful with the single thruster and then the two thrusters right to the side of the fuselage. And then you have the red over the canopy, which is where the heart of the ship is, the person inside. And that always needs to be a bit red, wouldn't you say? Outside of it being a lovely Valentine's Day sort of theme, I think it also looks very complex. And sometimes what attracts us to ships isn't just, does it look pretty? It's does it look interesting? Does it look complex? Is this a ship that I can... how do I want to say it? Is this a ship that I can... not learn to love? We've already said that. Is this a ship that's going to challenge me from time to time? But also challenge me, but also impress me. And this is that ship. And finally, last but not least, we have a bouquet of flowers. I was nervous when I first got this ship because I thought that middle color might not be quite right. But the more I looked at this, the more this looked like a beautiful, beautiful bouquet. And it's got all the colors for it. It's got this kind of earthy, sort of purple, reddish, rustish in the middle. And by itself, that wouldn't scream Valentine's Day, but look at what it's surrounded by. Almost a hot pink, and then green. Think of a flower. It starts at the back, or at the bottom in this case, with a stem. That's in green. That comes up with green petals. And then in that flower, you see a multitude of colors. Pink certainly is a beautiful one. And then some more complex colors, maybe ones that remind you a bit of the earth that it came from. Or perhaps a little complexity in muted colors. Because if you look at a bouquet, while a dozen roses is classic and quite nice, when you really want your pink to pop, you need to have some background colors in there too. And this ship does take care of that. It's also a droid with the shockwave extensions, but this one doesn't have a dorsal fin. It's cute. It's a pocket. You could think of this as a bouquet, or you could think of it as a single flower. Either way, the ship is certainly romantic. And on this Valentine's Day, might be the perfect gift for someone that's special for you. Yeah, okay. This is a decent fleet. I think... I think I might want one that's more red. One more that's red. Because having the two that are white, I don't think is right. I think one more that's a bit more red. What do I got in the repository? Do we have any halo wings here? No. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to replace this one here. I think. Oh, such a shame because I do like that one. We're going to keep that in the fleet, but we're going to replace it in the video, I think, with a different ship. I'm sorry, if anybody's in the chat, I really haven't been looking. I apologize. Looks like people are watching, though, so I'm glad you're here. You just got kind of a preview of my thought process of how I want to showcase each ship. What'd you think? Was it too on the nose, too corny? You know, I always thought that it would just be stupid. I've been inspired by a YouTuber who used to be prolific for Elite Dangerous, and he kind of retired. He was called The Pilot. And he gave these like really awesome reviews that told stories basically of each ship. And I loved that. So I like each ship that I talk about to have a bit of a story to it. But I think so when I look at the flow of that, of what I just did, I want another ship that's a little bit more red. Hey, it looks like we got some more people joining us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are doing, oh God, definitely an early morning stream at this point. It is 1:37 in the morning. And we're doing a little behind the scenes prep for a video that I'll be making at this point later today. It is February 13th where I am now. I hope you're having a lovely evening, morning, night, day. Maybe it's lunch by you. I don't know. Maybe you're waking up for work. Are you in the UK? Or Europe? You might be waking up for work right now. Popped in to see what old DeltaOne was doing up so late. Prepping for a video. And I want to get it out in time for Valentine's Day. And it's going to take me a good amount of work because my computer is a dinosaur and it takes some time to put a video together. So, if you're here, feel free to say hello in the chat. Let me punch in these coordinates real quick. And while we travel, we can talk. So we got bird, sunrise, Triforce, bird, sunrise, Diplo. Is that right? Diplo. Spider, sunrise. Dragonfly. Sunrise. Galaxy. And balloon. That should take us to a ship that is more red than white. And I think I have some more things I could say about this. which I like. Now, we have to think, which ship are we giving up? I think we're at the point where every ship I have now in my inventory I kind of love. But I'm going to have to give one of them up. And I think it's the Solar. She's a beaut. But, I think it might be time. I'm not as nostalgically attached to it. Though it is good coloring, I do love that Solar ship. But I have the coordinates for it. I never did any upgrades for it, so I can always go back and get it. We've been speculating a little bit on what you think will happen in the next No Man's Sky update. What do you think? If you were watching, let me know in the chat. What do you think the next No Man's Sky update is going to bring, and when is it going to drop? My theory, or at least a theory that's been discussed by a lot of folks, but I at least agree with, is that it'll drop on the 22nd. So we'll see No Man's Sky go on sale probably this Wednesday. Updates tend to drop on Wednesdays for No Man's Sky. Ooh, look at this planet. Wait, hold on a second. Guys, this is a bright pink sky. Oh my god, is this a Valentine's Day planet? Guys, we found a Valentine's Day planet. It's a little pink for my tastes. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to drop a base here real quick. Ooh, superheated rainstorm. Oh god. Well, here's the thing about Valentine's Day and love. It's complex. So, every relationship has its own superheated rainstorm, you know what I mean? Maybe this will be... So we're going to claim this base real quick. And we're going to call it Pink Sky. What do you think? Let me know what you think in the chat. Or in the comments below. And if you're watching and you feel so inclined, please leave a like. Helps folks find the channel. And let's call it Pink Sky. And then we're going to go to a trading post and you'll see the last ship that we're going to be talking about. Come on, let me edit this. Thank you. Pink Sky. It's also the foliage of these like little mushrooms, which feels, I don't know, for some reason feels a little romantic to me as well. Let's go to our ship here. Do we have an economy scanner? We do have an economy scanner. Look at that. Red sails on this one. And I loved the purple color. It's got the falcon nose, the Horza tips, and the blade, I think? Or razor or something like that for the engines. I can't remember. But I thought it was a beauty. Alright, let's see if we can't find the trading post. No, I thought I had one in here. Oh, it's not installed. Huh. Alright. Trading post, where are you? Are you off planet? Yep, you are. Let's go there. Contaminated planet, no problem. Oh god, I'm streaming for an hour and 40 minutes. It's supposed to be like an hour-long stream. Whew, I'm exhausted. Let's jump here and get the ship. And we won't upgrade it today. We're just going to take it back to Delta Tower. So if you think I spend maybe a minute to a minute and a half on each ship as I talk about it. Let me land, please. This bug is eating my lunch. can't even land, like, on the trading post. It's killing me, guys. It's insanity. How am I supposed to play this game if I can't land on planets? Please. There, good God. Absolutely insane. That is a bug that needs to be fixed. Alright, let's get to the trading post. Fortunately, I don't think the ship I want has come in. One, two, 3, 4, 5. It's not here. Let's make sure this is the right system. Yep, 1 week ago. Perfect. Is it the same system I was in? No. No, I don't think it is. Alright, let's reload. If you're watching, and you've liked or subbed, or you're just watching, I want you to let us know. I really appreciate the support that you're giving to the channel. I certainly hope you're enjoying it. Hey, we picked up a sub. That's fantastic. I think. Maybe I misread it. I don't know. We'll see. But I really appreciate it. I really, really do from the bottom of my heart, guys. Yeah, we're getting some views on our last video, which is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Alright, ship. I need you to come in. Could really use the boost. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello. Nope, too much orange. Too much orange. But that is a contender. I do think that's a contender. Accidentally misfired a stream right before this. That's like 35 seconds long. I gotta delete that. Alright, kangaroo. Is it gonna come this time? We would really appreciate if it came quick. That would just be the bee's knees. It's interesting looking at the YouTube stats of how videos are seen. Originally, you get a good amount of your subscribers, and because they get notified and they already like you, so they'll watch at least some of them. And then you get, wherever I advertise it, whether it's Discord or Facebook or whatever. And then it starts dropping, those start dropping, and you start getting a lot of, yeah, it's not here. Getting a lot of, like, just over time, people who find it via YouTube. And that's always the most interesting, when people find it via YouTube. Looks like we got some folks watching. Welcome, welcome. We are doing a little bit of prep for a Valentine's Day video tomorrow, and we're picking up one more ship to look at, which I think will be very interesting. Another feature I'd love to see being added to No Man's Sky is the ability to park a ship somewhere and have it stay there. So for example, if I want to create a garage in a base, or like a hangar, like where we just were at my Delta Tower, and I leave the ships up there, they stay there. Unless I call them, or I save them as that configuration, unless I change it. What do you think? If you're in the chat, let me know. What do you think about that idea? We've been speculating a bit. There it is. That's the ship we want to see. So I thought this hit kind of the Valentine's Day motif as well. We have 5 ships, so we'll be okay. But yeah, it's nice red and white. Got a little black there, so it's got a little dark side to it, and I think that's the fun way to talk about this one. Radiant Ashes, also an interesting name for a Valentine's Day theme. What do you think? It's kind of foreboding. A little bit of risk sitting inside there, a little bit of danger. Who doesn't love a little danger in love? You know what I mean? Well, not danger. I shouldn't say danger. That's messed up. I mean, like, you know, like the fun kind, you know, like when you're I don't know. Let's think about, you know, like when you're in college or something and skipping class to make out or whatever. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been in college. You know, what you miss, stuff like that. Just like being a little risque. Everybody loves a little mystery in a ship. I think this one's got a little bit of mystery in it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. And you can certainly let me know in the comments when I post the video. You'll have to forgive me. It's 1:50 in the morning and my brain is mostly mush. And I am not speaking as coherently as I typically do. And if we're all being honest with each other, it's not all that coherent. Even when I'm good, so. Okay, and I think something that's cool about this new video I'll be doing is I get to showcase the supercharged slots as well. I like that. I like that we get to hunt for something a little bit different. It does make it significantly more annoying, but still very cool. I already reached max class, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. And the supercharged slots are pretty good on this one. Yep, memory has served correctly. And then one more right there. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 next to each other, but 3 kind of close-ish. So it makes for a good grouping. Yeah, see this one, it's not a bad contender, but it's got orange on it. And if it was a Mecha 5, it might work with just the orange tips, but because of the 7, it's got these 2 secondary wings that have a lot of that secondary color in it. So it's a little too much. We're moving from Valentine's Day to Ronald McDonald with the orange and certainly the yellow, bright yellow decals. Not quite the aesthetic we're looking for. But this guy, red and white. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's got Valentine's Day written all over it, I think. Let's take it over to Delta Tower and take a look at it. Alright, my base is Delta Tower. Where are ya? If you're watching, welcome, welcome. We're taking a look at our last ship here in preparation for making a video tomorrow. I'll be making the video tomorrow. I'm not sure whether I'll release it tomorrow or I'll release it on Valentine's Day. I'm hoping, I think, to release it by tomorrow, I mean today. And I'd like to release it like 12 hours from now. So somewhere between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. So it sits inside the YouTube algorithm kind of nicely. I think that's the ideal spot. But releasing on a Monday is always tricky. But Valentine's Day is Tuesday, so you gotta release it sometime, you know? And I'm hoping to live stream tomorrow at some point. So it would be cool if a bunch of people could find the video via that. Alright, here she is. Let's look at her in the light of this perfect planet for looking at ships. Ah, there she is. It's a little muted right now. I hate when that happens. It's a little misty. How do I turn the mist off? Yeah, that's a little better. That's better. Much better. Look at that. A deep red. Very deep red with white on it. And then a little bit of chrome and darkness to it as well. This ship certainly smacks of mystery. And it smacks of love. This is a very, like, you look at this ship and you're like, yep, Valentine's Day. It's also got a halo. So while it might be mysterious, it's also angelic. And you gotta love, love, love the bigger circle of the halo wings with the smaller circle of the single thruster. It's like big spoon, little spoon, which also very on brand for Valentine's Day. So we'll talk about that. We'll say a little bit of light, a little bit of dark. This one feels passionate. Just that red is so grabbing and so deep. It's kind of your darker red that you get in No Man's Sky. And it makes you feel like the depth of love that, you get from this ship. You love this ship right, it loves you right. I think that's the way to think about this. The darkness that offsets it with the canopy and the darkness on the halo wings and the struts attaching it really pull this one together. Alright, if you are here and you're watching and you want to see the other ships all together, let me know and I'll throw them on the landing pads right now. But if not, we will say goodbye at this point. Gonna wait for the stream to catch up, so you guys definitely have had a chance to hear that. But I think this is a very nice ship. I think it's gonna be a fun video to make, a fun video to narrate, for sure. I mean, that's always a good time. That is always a good time. Oh, man. I did not expect to be talking for 2 hours after the Super Bowl. Holy Christ, did you see that? What the hell? We literally got run over. This base is very high in the sky. You see how like a pseudo farm back there too? This base was definitely before waypoints came out. Man, they almost threw me off this tower. Insane. Yeah, now I'm seeing myself get run over in the video and the chat. Alright, so I'm not seeing any takers for seeing the other ships, so that's fine. You can rewind if you want to see them. They're on the stream. With that, I'd like to say, hey, I know I had some people lurking. There were quite a few. There's somebody lurking right now, so for this time of night or morning, I really do appreciate that. Thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate every single one of you. Yes, I mean you. Are you watching this afterwards? I mean you. Are you watching it now? I mean you. If you feel so inclined, please leave a like. Really helps the channel. Helps everybody find these ships, multi-tools, and now these live streams. So, I hope you guys have a lovely what's left of your night, if it is night for you, or if it's morning for you or day for you. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day/evening. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And until next time, which is hopefully tomorrow, at the very least, I hope I see you guys out there in the verse. Happy hunting, and have a good one, my friends.